welcome back to my channel, everyone. Oh my god. I literally almost gave myself a freaking, ow. Jesus. Guys, look, now my eyes red. Oh. Okay, so now that that's over, welcome back to my channel, guys. In today's video, I wanted to talk about something that it is geared towards like entertainment and stuff. Oh, something with my phone. Okay. And this is basically, I'm just going to be talking about my favorite shows and the shows that I've watched in the past and the shows that basically just the shows that I like and that are actually still continuing, just like the new seasons haven't come out yet. But I just want to make it clear that all of these shows that I'm about to tell you guys about are shows that they're all in the horror genre. So that's that. It's okay. I'm just gonna go right into it. The very first show that I have on my list, show number 1, is Channel Zero. Now, if you guys don't know what Channel Zero is, this show is based off of a anthology series that was actually online, and it was just made into this show that premiered on Netflix. No, not Netflix. Oh god, I meant Sci-Fi. And this show, the director of this show is Nick Antosca. And I'm just gonna say, what prompted me to want to watch this show is mainly the entire reason is the fact that Don Mancini was contributing in bringing the show to life. I heard he was like the producer. Well, I didn't hear. I read it online that he was the executive producer, or something like that. And yeah, he helped Nick Antosca with this show, and there's in each season has a name. The very first season was Candle Cove, and the second season was what was it? I think it was No End House. Yeah, and the third season was Butcher's Block, and the latest season was called Dream Door. Now, each of these 4 seasons, so that's 4 seasons in total. I love the series because it was just another entirely different platform of horror in my book. Like, I'd never seen anything like this as far as like television series go. It was very unique in everything, like the cinematography, the characters, the story, the horror, the suspense. Everything was just perfect. Everything was perfect. It's like the perfect horror series to watch. It's just amazing, just fantastic. I love everything about it. And it is one of the many shows I've watched in the past, and I haven't heard about like a new season coming out. I mean, I don't even know if they're making another season, but I would definitely watch this series as like I wouldn't just give up on it. Like, I wouldn't just stop. Like, I would watch this entire series over like a movie, you know? And that's how much I enjoy it. So yeah, Channel Zero is definitely worth checking out. If you guys have not heard about this show, definitely look it up. It's Channel Zero. You know, you could watch it online, maybe. You could stream it somehow. I don't know. But definitely look it up and see what I'm talking about. I definitely recommend this series. If you guys are looking for like horror shows, that's Channel Zero is definitely one of those you should look up and you should watch, you know, just for the heck of it. Okay, so the second show that I have on my list And I absolutely love the show, and I can't wait till the next season comes out. It's called Preacher. Preacher, oh my gosh, this show is like so bad, like so bad. Not bad and like bad, like terrible bad, like you don't want to watch it, but it's bad, like oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so bad, it's good. Like, I mean, it's so good, it's bad. I don't know, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but this show is amazing. So Preacher is definitely definitely worth a watch. If I went, yeah, this is definitely horror in some aspects, like as far as like gore goes, because this show is very bloody. There's like lots of blood. There's a bunch of different horror aspects. I wouldn't say it's like totally. It's not scary. Like I wouldn't say that it's more of like action and packed and funny, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy everything about this film, the characters, the plot. Supposedly, Preacher is based off of a comic series, and was brung to life, like brung to screen, and the main character of this entire series, his name is Dominic Cooper, and he plays basically the lead character in this series. And if you guys don't know who Dominic Cooper is, he he is an actor that I do know from probably one movie I've ever seen, and that's Dracula Untold with Luke Evans. He played, he played the Turkish overlord who was basically trying to take over and rule, and he wanted to kill Dracula. So yeah, that that happened. But yeah, that's Dominic Cooper, and he plays this really awesome character in this series, and so many other different characters in this series I love so much, and the story is just perfect. It's just perfect. Check it out, Preacher. Definitely check it out. I'm not gonna tell you too much about the series because I don't want to spoil it, but I will like mention, like, this is kind of like oh gosh, how can I explain it? It's a very dark but fun and like so entertaining to watch. It's filled with action. It's filled with humor and just great situations that you'll just get so stuck on, and even different like dramatic relationships in the show. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. Preacher. Definitely give that a whirl. Okay, so the next show on my list is of course Lucifer. Lucifer. I remember when this show first aired, like the very first show, and I heard about it, and I heard what it was about. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, a show about the devil. I don't know if you guys know, I like a lot of like shows. I like a lot of like movies about the devil. Don't judge. But I do like, because I find it, I didn't know how to explain it, but I love this show dearly, Lucifer. I just love this show. For many reasons, actually. Lucifer is, if you guys haven't heard of Lucifer, this show stars Tom Ellis. He plays the devil. And of course, yes, this is definitely what this show is about. This show is about the devil, but it's not like a almighty, like sort of like evil devil though. Like he in this show, the devil character in this show doesn't really like to be portrayed as evil. He is actually against that whole idea of him being evil. He likes to portray himself as, okay, yes, the devil, but that's what he was named upon like God, who is his father. If you guys, ever heard about the story, Lucifer read the Bible, fallen angel, Lucifer, cast out of heaven, yeah, that sort of thing. And he's pretty much just living his life now. He's taking a vacation from hell, actually a very long vacation, if you will, and in he's living a life in Los Angeles among all of these people, these humans, and he's just this immortal being on this, I don't know, celestial being on, well, yeah, immortal too, but like he's living his life amongst all these humans, and he's just kind of just living it up and everything. Of course, that's what it seems like in the first season, but keep watching it. Like, there was actually a point in the series where like, I think maybe. Actually, no. I'm not gonna say I was bored throughout the series because I wasn't. But like, there was a point where I did fall off of watching it simply because I wanted to watch something different because I was watching it all the time, and you know, I I just wanted to like venture off into something else. But when I got back on it, I was so happy that I did because I've learned so much through each freaking episode, through each freaking season, and what happened in season 3 at the end of season 3, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Like, why not continue? Season 4 is supposed to be coming out sometime in spring of this year, which I'm so excited for. Like, spring is so close. Probably like it's a couple months away, so no biggie. I can't wait. But yeah, cannot wait for this season to be finally brought to fruition because I cannot wait. I love this show so much. There's like just so many things about this show that I love. It's so dark, and then the characters, the story. Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you guys too much about it. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it. Go check it out if you want. These are just my personal favorites that I've watched and am still looking forward to watching, and that I'm kind of just like waiting to be brought back, to life. Yeah, for the new season. Right. So okay, now moving on to the next show. The next show that I have on my list is called, well, I'm pretty sure like everyone knows this show because this show pretty much was, it went viral on Netflix. Like, this show is probably the most popular show on Netflix. If not, I don't even know, like, or it was the most popular show on Netflix and will even be more popular when the next season comes out. Anywho, the show is Stranger Things, of course. Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. Now this show is horror to me. I don't find it like very scary, of course, but it is horror when in some episodes, definitely. I Now let me tell you the story of how I even found out about Stranger Things. I actually found out about Stranger Things through like a long time ago in high school. A friend told me about the series, and I didn't know, like, I wasn't too interested, like, I wasn't too interested in it, but a friend of mine told me about it, like, oh, you should really watch this show, Stranger Things, and then everybody just started talking about it, and I'm not really the one to, like, when everyone starts talking about something, to, like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go watch that, everyone's talking about it, but everyone was saying the show was really good, so I wanted to see it for myself, I wanted to check it out for myself, and so I did, and I love it. I love it. I absolutely love the show. The first season, the second season. I actually think I like the second season better, though. This third season actually may be a lot better than the first and second one, but definitely these yeah, great show, you guys. I'm not gonna like spoil anything, but this show is called, is Stranger Things. If you pay attention to the title, Stranger Things, there's a lot of strange things going on in this show. But I would say that this is has a tinge of horror, but mostly I feel like it's more supernatural science fiction type show. It's great. And the next season is actually coming up this year. Can't wait for that. So looking forward to that. Yeah, so Stranger Things, definitely recommend you watch it if you haven't already. And for those who have watched it, you guys can comment what you guys think about this show. Please, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts and comments on the show because I love the show so much. Okay, now moving on to the very last show that I kind of resented watching. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say resented. I would say probably wasn't very interested in watching. This show is anime, and it was on Netflix, and I think it still is on Netflix actually. And I'm not really a huge fan of anime. I don't watch anime as much. Like, I don't watch it ever actually, but when I found out about the show, I actually read the synopsis and what it was about, and I found it interesting. The show's called Castlevania. It is definitely anime, and it was what I knew about this show when I first started to watch it was that it was based off of a video game series. So this show was inspired by a video game series, and I was mortified by that. Like, I thought that was so cool. Like, but I've of course never played the game or anything. But I just thought that was cool, and plus the story behind it was pretty cool. Now, one thing I have to say about this show, Castlevania, this show is about Dracula, basically. The anime version, everything's anime, so you gotta remember that. And he's basically wreaking havoc on everyone who has pretty much, he's getting revenge. It's more like a revenge thing. But I've already watched the entire show. It's actually continuing. It was actually announced on, I believe, Instagram or either Twitter. I'll put something up where this, season 3 is actually being renewed, and season 3 is definitely coming. But, the latest season from Castlevania was season 2, and I found, I just love the entire series, mostly for its visual effects. Visually, it's great. Visually, great. I mean, it's amazing. Amazing. Okay. I don't even know what I've been missing with this, because when Castlevania was first put on Netflix, I wasn't interested in watching it. I was just like, oh, okay, it's there. Like, I'm not interested in watching it. I guess a couple months I was like, I'm just gonna check this out. Let's see what this is about. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not find out what this is about? So I did, and I ended up really liking it. It's great. If you guys haven't watched Castlevania, definitely recommend. It's, like I said before, it's an anime type show, and it does have gore effects, and it is very bloody, and also has mature language in there, and everything like that. So it's definitely not a kiddie show. Definitely, it's not kiddie anime or like Pokemon or anything like that. But it's awesome. It's great. The story, everything. So yeah, okay, and those are actually all the shows that I've watched in the past, and I'm looking forward to a new season. But I would like to mention one last show that I'm currently watching right now, and that's on Netflix, and this show is called You. And this show, when I read the synopsis of this show, I immediately got interested in it. Immediately, I wanted to watch it, because I just like those stories about the psychos and the stalkers. Because it's always interesting to watch these crazy people do these crazy things. That's just what I'm doing. Don't judge. This is just what I'm interested in. But You is about this guy. He's a bookseller manager of he's the manager of this bookstore, and he one day, like, this girl walks in the bookstore and he's instantly obsessed, like instantly. He does everything he can in his power to find out everything about this girl, and he actually follows her around, and he just stalks her and finds out about her life, her friends, like her. He's actually very, very smart. Like, he's intelligent. I think, like, just with her life, how her life goes, he finds out what makes her happy, what makes her sad, what, like, basically what's going wrong in her life, so that maybe he could, like, because, like, in the future, he, of course, he's planning on meeting her, like, actually, you know um like, getting or hooking up with her, yeah, because he's obsessed with her in that way, like, in that way. um and he's crazy, at first, at first, when the movie first, like, or not that movie, when the show first started off, like, in the first season, um like, gradually throughout the very first episode, at first I thought he wasn't crazy. Like, I was kind of lenient, like, okay, this is a crazy show. I mean, I didn't even before I even watched the show, I didn't even bother watching the trailer for the show, because I really, like, I watch a lot of trailers, but for this show, I actually just wanted to go into it watching it without knowing what it's about. But, there were different hints, like, this character was going to definitely be cuckoo in the head. So, yeah, this character, he is very, like, smart. That's one thing. He's very, very intelligent, and he like, does whatever he can to, you know, basically insert himself in this girl's life, so that, like, they can be, like, together or whatever. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But this is definitely a show worth watching, I believe. If you're into that kind of psychotic horror thing with shows, like that concept, definitely give it a, check it out. Definitely check it out if you want. If it's worth your while. If you feel like it's worth your while, I recommend you check it out. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the shows that I wanted to, like, just mention that I love, and I cannot wait to be brung back. Like, I cannot wait to be brung back. Okay. Wait, let me just get back on the show you from the Netflix series. I'm actually not done watching the first season. I'm actually still watching the first season. I haven't finished it, because I literally actually just started watching it, and I know the season. Once a season gets on Netflix, like, that's the entire season. Like, it's not like an each episode thing, like, that you will watch, like, on the actual TV network on TV. But you know, I don't know when the second season's coming out, but I know that when I'm finished with this first season, I know, because I just have a feeling when I watch the show, I just have a feeling it's gonna be good for me. And if it's not, then that's a mistake I've made. But yeah, so that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about me talking about my favorite shows and what I've watched in the past and what I'm looking forward to watching in the future, what I'm watching now, shows that actually are still in continuation, that are, like, still working on the new season that's coming up. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about that. And if you guys have any comments, please feel free to leave some in the comments. Anything, any questions about anything, if you guys know these, know these shows, you guys can definitely, like, conversate with me on, like, if you like the same shows I do, I will be happy. Or if you have never seen these shows ever, then you can ask me questions about them, or just look them up, because these are shows I definitely recommend you watch if you're into horror. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.